for this Week 4 matchup between the Bears and the Browns. Hello, friends, and welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Jim Nance and Phil Simms here on the scene, getting set for kickoff. Phil, it's all yours before we get the game started.
Well, you know, Jim, we had a chance to talk to both teams. We saw they're excited about playing this game. And when you get teams like this, it should be an exciting day.
Marshall's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. Throws to the right. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good, punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
2nd down, 10. Looking down the field. The pass complete. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that's a good job on the defense that time, getting the sack on the blitz. And when you blitz, you're taking a chance. You better get to the quarterback, and that time they did.
Play fake here. Another sack.
Well, your offensive line's not good enough just to stop the pass rush, then you got to help them out. How do you do that? Well, you keep the tight end in, let him be an extra blocker, and you tell your running backs to help out too, blocking some of these defensive linemen.
Out of the gun. So that's a 2-point safety for the defense. It's 1st down as they head to the line. Here's the handoff, running off tackle. Gains 13.
After that long run, that running back deserves a break. Go over to the sideline, let a few guys catch you on the rear end and tell you how good you are, and then get a little oxygen and get back in the game. What a run.
Able to make the tackle about 2 yards shy of the first.
Boy, there's nothing like a draw play. It just catches the defense by surprise. And running backs, they love it because they know they have a chance to get some easy yards.
And he's forced to the ground.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see. They don't have the blitz, and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
3rd and 11. Makes the grab and keeps the ball moving down the field. That's a 1st down catch.
It's 3rd down and over 10 yards. You got to give your offensive line a lot of credit. They give the quarterback extra time, and he makes the throw down the field to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a gain of 10.
Nothing like seeing a complete offense. That's what we're watching here today. Yes, we know they can throw it, but what they're showing us here, they can grind out some 1st downs running the football too.
This next play will be run from inside the 20, and the week ago makes the grab. Touchdown. Brown is in the backfield. Throwing out to his left. It's incomplete. The defender had it for a moment, but could not pick it off cleanly.
This drives coaches crazy. They get a wide receiver open down the field on a post route, and what happens? The quarterback just overthrows it.
He'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Nice job that time of the defensive player. He is all over the wide receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
And almost picked off. The Browns lined up in the nickel. The throw to the left. Bennett's there with the sure hands to pull in the rocket pass.
What was the defense doing that time on that 4th down try by the offense? Disorganized, not ready, and they give it up.
That sets them up here on this play. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. Oh, that could have been intercepted, but he couldn't hold on.
This is frustrating play, Coach. You call a play, you get the receiver down the field on a corner route, and your quarterback cannot put it on the target.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He steps out.
Well, it's a nice
Seventh play of the drive. Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. The Bears get a first down.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
And it's DeQuell Jackson who makes the tackle.
Good job that time by the O-line. How about that? Nice blocks, and they got a nice little run there inside the red zone.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Fakes him out. Touchdown, Chicago. First down, offense readying for the snap. The formation here, shotgun. An incompletion right there, but it really should have been an interception.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
2nd down and 10. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Has it right on the sideline, inbounds.
All the quarterbacks in the NFL, they'd all be great if they had all day to throw like this. When you give an average quarterback this kind of time, he turns into a great quarterback.
The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. He's scrambling now. Oh, almost caught.
Well, the protection was bad. Quarterback didn't have the time. He's off balance, and he throws the incompletion.
The Browns with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and 10. Browns got it on the handoff. Good piece of tackling.
When I was a quarterback, I loved it when they called the draw play because I know that defensive line, they're all trying to go after the quarterback, and nobody's prepared for the run.
3rd and 4. The ball's deflected, incomplete.
This defense you're playing against, they're pretty good. So it's 4th down near midfield, punt the football.
The Bears with an empty backfield. Look here. Drop back, shotgun formation. Looking for an open receiver on the right. This is going to set up a change of possession.
Well, they don't get it on 4th.
Bryce Brown is in the backfield from the shotgun. And he's taken down.
Quarterback's got to know. It's inside of 2 minutes, and that clock is moving. You want to get the football down the field and out of bounds. Holds on to the football too long, gets the sack, and that just kills the time management.
Play action. Looking to the right side and throwing. Almost intercepted.
That's a nice route that time by the wide receiver. Running the corner route, and the quarterback just throws it too far and misses it.
Heading to the line for a 3rd down play, and this was something they specialized in last week, converting in these situations.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
He's going to try and return this punt, and he's brought to the ground. Brown is in the backfield. First and 10. Throws to the right. And he was wide open. Runs out of bounds.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
First and 10. Gets the toss. Breaks free. He's brought down at the 30-yard line.
Well, the long run that time, and there's a lot of reasons why they got that long run. But the biggest one, the good blocking up front, but what patience for the running back. He did not panic because it took a while for that running lane to develop. When it did, he saw it, he hit it, and he used his talents to get down the field for the big game. Yeah, you want to do this. You always want to throw the football deep at least 4 or 5 times a game because you want to make the defensive backs uncomfortable. If you let them get comfortable, they'll start jumping those short ones. These guys won't do that anymore now. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Bringing the play to an end. And you can see how they fared in the red zone to this point, which is brought to you by Verizon. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Second and 6. LaShore's taking the handoff.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets a completion.
The offense is set at the line for the first, and he's in for the touchdown. Down. Brown's going to secure the handoff. Gets past the first wave.
You know, when the linebackers, when they see that the offensive formation is shifted to one side, well, as a linebacker, you got to play to that strong side and try to get up there and stop the run.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Incomplete.
Well, Jim, I can't say that's great defense. That's just a poor throw and a poor route run by the wide receiver.
Bryce Brown is in the backfield. The final quarter underway now with this snap. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
First and 10. Action fake. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
Anytime you give a quarterback that kind of time, he's going to get comfortable, get his feet under him, be relaxed, and he is going to make the perfect throw down the field. Easy completion that time for the quarterback.
Looking to go up top again on first down. Makes the catch in open space.
You play this cover 3 defense. Just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback with that slant pattern that time?
First and goal. Browns handed the football. And here's a look at their red zone percentage to this point, which is brought to you by Verizon. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Second and goal from the 2. Looking to scramble, and he's in for the touchdown.
Good job that time by the defense. They cover the receivers. Nobody's open, but who's watching the quarterback? Nobody. Good scramble for the touchdown by the QB.
Chase Brown is in the backfield. 1st and 10. Brown's going to take the handoff now.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do a good job faking the pass right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebacker dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
To Marshall. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete. They come to the line on 3rd down. They did an excellent job of executing in these spots last week. Easy catch there. No one near him.
When you talk about the play-action pass game, it's really when you call it. You got to be in a situation where the defense is thinking run, and when they are, do you have the courage, or I should say the smarts, to fake the run and throw the football? Good call that time by the offense. So many things you can do on 1st down, and what do you come up? You come up with that play. That was just a bad play call.
2nd and 13. They'll run with it again. And it's Paul Postlesny who makes the hit. And you can see how they fared in the red zone to this point, which is brought to you by Verizon. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the 2nd half. They'll take the snap from inside the red zone. A week ago, they had a lot of success inside the 20. Looking for an open receiver on the right. Touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
First down here. Brown's got it on the handoff. Breaks free. That last stop made by DeQuell Jackson.
Well, when you're on the defensive side, if you read the offensive formation, where do they have the most numbers at? And that's usually where they're going to run the football. That time the offense goes to the strong side, gets outside, you should have an extra defender there waiting for him. Terrible job by the defense.
He's brought to a halt.
A lot of ways he gets plays in the NFL. It doesn't always have to be by a pass. Good job that time by the running back.
You set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. 8-1.
Hard sometimes as an offensive coordinator to call plays to catch the defense off guard when you're winning and it's late in the game. So they played it very predictable there. The defense was ready, nowhere to go.
Third down play coming up, and last week that was not an issue as they converted time and time again.
Nice job that time by the ball carrier, getting it just past the 1st down mark. Big 1st down, keep the chains moving.
First down here after the run. Takes a knee. That's it. This game is over. Bill, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Jim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again. Jim, this wide receiver has it all. He can play inside, outside. He can be a running back if he wanted to. He's tough. He's talented. That's why the play in today's game is a nice catch by him down the field.